Guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you can stay up to date. Just don't forget that life's not just about cars and things like that. Make sure you take care of your health. You know, that way you can be here for a long time, or at least control what you can. So the GTR's been down for a while. Let's say at least a couple of years now. And I'll be honest with you guys, at that time, if I've never told you guys, I was really stressed out at work. I really was. And I didn't want to add more stress to my life. So when the car broke, you know, I parked it. Or when I parked it, I guess, they dropped it off in a tow truck and I left it there. So now recently, I've been kind of getting back in the groove on fixing it. And, well, you know, you guys know we bought the quick check, right? So I ordered the ATF. So we're getting closer. So I'm all about fixing stuff myself, at least making the effort. If I get stuck, maybe, you know, I'll take it to a shop. I don't think we will. Hopefully we don't. What do you guys think? Drop a comment if you guys think we'll be able to fix it or not. Right now, my goal was to send the transmission to get rebuilt. But, you know, I started thinking about it as the transmission fluid came in. I still need to buy the gasket. I need to buy the filter. But I thought about it. You know, I was like, well, why don't I try to change the clips? So what I did, guys, I ordered these TSB clips. So there's cylinders inside. They have a magnet. They have a magnet, and it's off center, you know? Well, when I say off center, it's in a certain specific location. So the computer reads those magnets. They shift and they move, and those magnets are no longer in that position where the computer can read the location of what gear it's in. So that's probably what happens. We're gonna open it up. We're gonna take off the pan. We're gonna drain it, and we're gonna find out if it has metal. Obviously, if it has metal, then I just gotta send it to get rebuilt. What do you guys think? Is it gonna fix the issue? Drop a comment. I do care about you guys' opinion, and give me your guys' opinion. What do you guys think? Is it worth trying? I believe that tranny will drain 7 quarts. We'll find out. If you guys want to hear the story, I actually used to play Gran Turismo with my little brother, and we would always race for hours to get the Nismo or the special edition R32s. And then towards the end of the newer Gran Turismos that we played when we were younger, they actually made, I said, before they made the car, I told myself and my brother, you know, if they make a US model, I want to buy it, because these cars are only in Japan. It's only a dream, right? So then they made it, and then I was like, okay, cool, I want it. But then I found out how much they were, and they're like 116,000, 120 brand new. Well, I was like, wow, that's out of my reach. I'll never own one. I'll never own one, right? Well, I mean, life actually has gone pretty good. We've been pretty blessed, and I was able to acquire my dream car. But the reason that I didn't want the R34 or the R32 is because, you know, a while ago, you guys have heard the story Motor X. They had permission legally to import R32s, but they ended up importing 33s, 34s, and they started breaking the law. And then the government found out, and then they started crushing those cars. So I told myself, I'm not going to spend all my money on a dream car and then get it crushed. So I said, once I can afford this car one day, hopefully, it was a dream only, I'll get it. And here it is. We're going to plug the battery. So you take the cover off, and this is what I wanted to show you guys. If you guys have a Honda, whoa. If you have a Honda, you'll see that this is a Group 51 battery. This is the battery you use on Honda Civics. My CRX has the same battery. And we're going to take off this cover. So this is carbon fiber. As you can see, there's the exhaust. What I do like about the GTR is it's smooth, you know, as you guys can see. So it has an aftermarket exhaust. If you guys ever look at other cars underneath, you can see everything almost underneath there. There is a skid plate, but this one has the whole front end covered until you have your downpipes. This car does have 2 drive shafts, guys. It is all-wheel drive, and if you look back here, this is for the rear transmission to keep it cool. I'm pretty grateful, guys, very thankful to have what I have right now. I would have never imagined, you know, I mean, I have my own house, you know, me and my wife, my dream car, I'm working on my dream car. I have a nice light here. I mean, I'm just appreciating the whole thing with a nice lift. This quick jack lift is really cool, actually. And then I got my little heater over there, so I feel pretty blessed, guys. I'm very, very grateful to have what I have. Don't forget what you dream of having when you were younger, and now I'm here, and I'm just very grateful. I'm just taking it all in. I'm actually moving very slow because I'm just checking out the underneath of a GTR. I've never been underneath the GTR where you could see the whole car like this. What do you guys think? Is this what you guys expected underneath the GTR? So safety glasses I would recommend when you're working under a car. A lot of debris falls off like dirt, rocks. So this is the pan that's gonna come off. So it has 21 bolts that come off all around it. I like putting the bolts back on where they go. So after you take the 5mm little screw, looks like this, if you guys can see it. It's a little screw, it's tiny. It's like a 5mm, I believe, hex. After you take that one off, inside of that you have this tube that comes out, same size, 5mm. So far I've disconnected this connector, there's one. Disconnected this one here too, you can see it. 2, 3, you have a 10mm bolt that holds this in place, and then on this side, and then on this side you have another 10mm. Turn this counterclockwise, and you just keep spinning it, guys. And then you pull it back, and it comes off. If you guys look at the bottom right there, it looks like we're gonna have to grab a flathead. See if we can focus on that right there on the bottom. We'll grab a flathead, and then that's the ring that comes off. Now you got another connection on top right there, and we'll do the same thing. When you service your GTR, this is what you need. This is what lines up the pistons. The problem that I'm having is when I go to push them in, I'll show you guys, that one doesn't go in, and this one goes in deeper. This one here, that's as deep as it goes. You want to push it in all the way, but this one doesn't go in all the way. Now I try wiggling it. I don't want to scratch anything up there. So the Nissan Technical Service Bulletin, I mean, it tells you that if they don't go in, it's not the end of the world. But when you take them off through the top, you can see how you should align them. Once you take them off, you don't want to clean any debris off the cylinder. You don't want to use you want to use a lint-free cloth. I'm gonna take these off, and the housing should come off.
I did all alone, had no need to fight tonight.
Hey guys, so I wasn't gonna leave you guys like that. I was just messing with you guys, kind of making it seem like the vlog ended. So I'm going to show you guys what the issue is. Obviously there's metal pieces that are missing off some gears, or a gear. Kind of explain to you now that I have the valve body off. That's what it's called, the valve body. And I'll show you underneath the transmission what it looks like. So the first metal shim you guys saw was this one. Look at that, damn. So to kind of give you a perspective, it's part of the game, you know, challenging yourself. So, you know, but there is no hurry, for me at least. Most people probably would have had the car fixed. If it was my second car or my only car, absolutely the car would be running. But I guess it is what it is. So we'll get it fixed. We'll take off the transmission. We'll send it out to I'm thinking of taking it to RD Engineering. These are your cylinders. They rotate a little bit like that. And that's what happened with this car. This is what happens with the GTRs. So when you put it back together, as you can see, I already have the paper clip on that one. You line it up. So the whole purpose of that is when you line it up, when you put it back in there, you can't see the upper portion of the valve body, you only see the bottom. And then these are your magnets. Where the debris is on this one, the magnets are right here. So like on the side, obviously these ones are already positioned. The magnets here, here, and here. Paper clips are put on this one. This is pretty much your shift forks. So this is where the center of the cylinders fall into place. So when you put the valve body back on here, these are the shift forks. So here's one position, one cylinder, second cylinder, third, and your fourth, whatever order they go, right? If you guys look at it closely, these have like little indentations right here, and this one's centered. If you look at this one's not. And if you look at that one, the same thing. This is where your inline filter goes. You take that off and replace it. Check your O-rings. So anyway, so these are your shift forks. So to get to the point, I'm going to show you. I'm going to move one of them. So if you move this one, this is how it shifts gears pretty much, I believe. So you see how it'll move both ways, that forward and back. And then you could center it right there. And then this one moves too. You see that? You hear that? These ones, and just like I've been telling people when they ask me what's wrong with the GTR, this is exactly what's wrong with it, besides the little metal shims that are broken off. So it has no movement, so it's stuck. That one's stuck, and that one's stuck. They don't move at all whatsoever. I did move the shift knob. I put it in neutral just to see if it did anything. No, it does not release them, so they're stuck on there. I hope that this video is educational. It helps you, and I will have to take off the whole transmission. So to take off the transmission, I'll probably make a follow-up video on it. If anybody out there has worked on GTR transmissions and knows how to get the gear unstuck, let me know. When you do put the shim, since this was what the video was about, I'm going to show you guys anyway, even though we know that the transmission is pretty much having to get rebuilt. They have a little position where you can see the little hole where you're going to be able to align it. So it just goes over it and you push it in and it just holds it in place. You only get 3. You only need 3. Those are aftermarket shims from a Jack's Racing transmission, but that's something that Nissan recommends their dealerships to do to these cars. If you guys like the video, if you guys want to see more footage like this, like, share, and subscribe. We got a private event we're going to make it to. I'm not going to take any of my cars. I'm going to join Christian and Luis. And then next month, we're going to go out to Shift Sector for April. So I'm pretty excited just to record footage for you guys. I get really pumped up. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, because if you don't, you're going to miss out on posts, on videos. Thank you guys for enjoying the journey with us. I do watch, I watch Instagram. I follow your guys' builds. I like to see pictures that you guys post. Believe it or not, you guys do motivate me as well. Watching what you guys are doing out there, at least here in the Reno community, or even on Instagram, some of the people that I follow on IG, very cool stuff. So keep it going, guys. A lot of cool stuff. So thank you guys. Work like hell and enjoy the journey, guys.
Tonight.